right tail.
So
Hello.
let's talk about the left tail and right tail test. Okay, what is it? So as I have not introduced this, now I am. Whenever you are doing this hypothesis, right? Whenever you are doing this hypothesis, a very important aspect is to decide how you are taking the call. Now, if you are deciding something which is more than or equal to something else, automatically it becomes a right tail test. Now, what do we mean by right tail test? Now, another way of seeing it is through the bell curve. What does this mean? So in the bell curve, what happens is, so this is 0 point, this point is 0 point, and this side is positive side, this side is negative side. Okay. Now, in this particular place, wherever you see this red and green touching, no, that is your critical value. That is what your critical value. Now, the right hand side is your red side, left hand side is your green side. What does this mean? Now, in the red side, if your Z value falls, that will be rejecting the null hypothesis. If it falls before it, then that becomes your other way around. It fails to reject the null hypothesis. Now, this is important because it is different for right tail test. It is different for left tail test. How does that really work? Let's figure that out. Now, suppose in a case your suppose it is a right tail test. Okay, let's take the example. In the right tail test, suppose your critical value is 1.64. Suppose the Z you calculated is 2.64. Where do you think it will fall? In the red side or green side? Can somebody tell? Did you understand my question, please?
It will be right side, Dheeraj.
It will be red side. So suppose red. Z value is absolutely red side. That means we are rejecting the null hypothesis. You agree?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Suppose Z is equal to 3.64. Now what is it? Is it in the red side or green side?
Same red side.
So that means
whatever the value is more than 1.64 will fall under red side.
I was about to say the exactly same thing. That means Z calculated is more than Z critical, then we are rejecting the null hypothesis. Let's take the exactly opposite example. Suppose Z is equal to 0.64. What will happen? Green side or red side? In case somebody is getting confused in the red side, this side. Sorry?
When it's lesser than the critical value, it falls on the green side.
Green side, perfect. Then in that case, we will fail to reject the null hypothesis. Make sense? Similarly, if I take Z is equal to minus 0.64, that will also fall in the green side only. Make sense? Yes, everybody? In that case, what will be this logic that I mentioned earlier also? Now what will happen? The logic is Z calculated when it is less than Z critical. In that case, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Any questions, please, on this? No questions? Yes?
No.
Awesome. Now let me introduce the left tail test. Give me 1 second. So here is the left tail test, okay? 1 second, let me just take this to here. Okay, now think about this. Now in the left tail test, if you look at the critical value, here is the left test column, here is the right test column. I told you to remember 1.64. In the left test, what is the critical value here? Minus 1.64, which makes sense also. If you look at the bell diagram, here is the 0 point. Your critical point is here. The line is here. So it becomes obviously minus 1.64. Everybody agrees? Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Now exactly similarly how we did was, we have now left test. Our critical value is minus 1.64. Now we will take into consideration, suppose our calculated Z is equal to 1.64 only. What will happen? Will it fall in the red zone or in the green zone?
Green zone.
Now, are we rejecting the null hypothesis, or are we failing to reject the null hypothesis?
We're failing to reject.
We are failing. Absolutely correct. Similarly, suppose Z is equal to 2.64. Exactly same thing. You agree? Yes?
Yes.
Then can I say that if Z is calculated is more than the Z critical in this case, is more than critical, then we are rejecting the null hypothesis?
Yeah, suppose if it's negative 1.65, we still reject it, right?
Are we rejecting?
Yeah, because it's larger than the critical value, right?
No, no,
Is
Oh,
minus
sorry.
is
Situation
minus
when it becomes lesser.
No, I
So
got
it is
that.
minus 1.65. We have to reject the hypothesis because this is lesser than.
No, I got that. Let's talk about this one. Z calculated is more than the Z critical. In that case, what is happening?
We have to. We fail to reject null hypothesis.
We fail to reject, right? Everybody agrees?
Yeah.
1.64
Yes.
is more than minus 1.64, right? 2.64
Yes.
is more than minus 1.64. Yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, that means Z calculated is, if it is more than Z critical, then we are failing to reject. See the relationship between those two. Earlier, it was exactly other way around. If the Z critical was more than Z calculated is more than Z critical, in that case, we are rejecting the null hypothesis. However, in a left test, if the Z calculated is more than Z critical, in that case, we are failing to reject the null hypothesis. Everybody agrees to this? Any questions, please?
Yeah.
No.
Clear.
Awesome. Let's try the other way around also. Let's be very clear about this concept. Now, suppose Z is equal to 0.64. Sorry.
You still fail to reject.
Let me do
Same.
minus 0.69, minus 1.65. The one that Thomas was mentioning. Yeah. So now this number is less than the critical value. Everybody agrees? Minus 1.65 is less than minus 1.64. This is less
Yes.
than. Will it fall in the red zone or green zone?
Red zone.
Red zone. That means we'll reject the null hypothesis. Everybody agrees?
Yeah.
Yes.
Similarly, if it is minus 2.65, exactly same thing. Everybody agrees?
Yeah.
Then in that case, if the Z calculated is less than Z critical, what is happening? We are now rejecting the null hypothesis. Exactly opposite of the right tail test. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the relationship between left tail test and right tail test. Now, why did this come into picture? Because when we try to figure out whether we reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject, we need to know which tail test it is. Accordingly, we can compare and take a call. Here, as I said, whenever there is a more than hypothesis is coming into picture, that is a right tail test. So right tail test means if Z calculated is more than Z critical, in that case, reject the null hypothesis, which is the case here. Now your Z calculated is 3.125, Z critical is 1.64. That means we are rejecting the null hypothesis.
Rejecting the null hypothesis.
Now, if we are, we are saying a lot of times rejecting the null hypothesis or failing to reject the null hypothesis. What does that mean? Let's look at the null hypothesis here. We have taken. Null hypothesis is average monthly income is less than or equal to 4,200. when we say we are rejecting the null hypothesis, when we are saying we are rejecting the null hypothesis, what does that mean? This is not true. As per our
Yeah.
findings, this is not true. That means
Not true.
what is true? Average monthly income is greater than 4,200, which was actually the claim of the agency. If you read out the question, an agency claims that the average monthly disposable income is in Bangalore is greater than 4,200, which is being proved by this analysis. And that is what is the purpose of the whole hypothesis testing is. We are just testing whether the decision taken is actually statistically correct or not. Any questions, please, as of now?
Dheeraj, do we have to mention the null hypothesis under
Yes,
solution?
Yes.
We
The
have
start
to.
of the question
You
itself
have to
should mention the-
define both. Sir was very clear that you have to
Yeah,
define
yeah.
null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis.
Yes.
So is that HO and HA?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you can say H0 and H1, H0 or HA, anything you can. That is not HO, that is
Okay.
H0.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is null hypothesis, and the other one HA is fail to
Alternate.
reject the.
Yeah, alternate hypothesis. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There is one question in
Yes.
sample mean and population mean. I
Yeah.
have some confusion over here.
Yes.
So the question says agency claims that the average monthly disposable income of the family is greater than 4,200.
Correct.
So this should be population mean,
Yes.
or this
that
should
is-
be sample mean.
think about it. What is the difference between sample and population? Can you tell the basic difference?
So basically population, okay, yeah, correct. Population is
Yeah.
40,000.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
You
That's
got
number of
it when
samples.
you're trying to answer that question, isn't it? Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Basically,
Bro, sample is always subset of population.
yeah, that is correct. Absolutely correct.
Correct, I got it.
Yes.
Dheeraj, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I missed this, but how do we figure out what whether it's a right wing or left wing test?
So if your hypothesis is more than equal to, the question itself is about more than equal to, that's a right tail test. The question itself is less than equal to, that's a left tail test. If it is says
Okay.
no, it is not equal to, then in that case it is a both
Both.
tail test.
Two tell.
Okay.
One
Two
more
tail
thing,
test.
guys. One more thing importantly, sir has told that whenever you are doing a hypothesis test or wherever the normal distribution is there, make sure that you draw that normal distribution curve and define the values. Like here, 4,200 is a mean, right? So the center of that should become 4,200. And then here you should define that whether it is a 4,250 or more less than, if it is to 4,000, then you have to. So I think that is one thing which sir has mentioned, that many people mess on the creation of chart. So just make sure that you draw one thing, and if you don't give values, just mark where it's a right hand test or left hand test or
Yeah.
two-sided test.
Okay, so we have to draw the figure also once the calculation is
Yes,
done.
yes. You don't
But
have to draw fail to
LPP
reject
and all,
and
unlike
reject here.
LPP,
This is a sample.
this figure doesn't give you any answer. No, it is just a depiction.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
just a depiction.
Okay.
No, what happens is, like when you draw this, right, the line which is there on reject HO, there you will have to write Z equal to 1.64 or whatever number it is, right? Or alpha equal to 0.095. At alpha equal to 0.95, Z equal. So this is Z value. So that is what
Okay.
you have to show. On the scale, you have to show the Z value. Or you can say alpha value, whichever you want to put, because there's a correlation between alpha and Z, right?
Yeah.
Dheeraj, if you don't mind, can I ask how to calculate p-value? And
How
what?
to-
Yeah, how to
how-
check that
You
p-value?
have to just go.
P value is out of scope, no, for exam.
No.
No. That's why we use the Z table, right? So for guys, it depends on how you look at, right? If it's a right hand tail, what you have to do is you have to, the Z value which comes, that's what I was telling, that Z value, can you go to the figure, Dheeraj? So that Z value of 3.125, no, go to the normal distribution curve. Yeah, so that Z, the figure of 3215 defines this complete green part. and this one is 0.05, right? So you have to calculate 1 minus to get this data. Because this
Um,
is 0.95.
Sami, in order to discuss about p-value, I need 1 more hour, to be honest. That is
No,
the
I'll
probability point.
now we can quickly do that. So this Z value which has come, right?
Yeah,
You take that 3.18, go to your Z table.
yeah,
On the left hand side, you will see 3.2 and then you go 1.
yeah.
That becomes your p-value.
No, I got that. Sal, what happens is there are more complications to it, isn't it? Sometimes you do 1 minus that. Sometimes you do other things, right?
On the, if it's a right hand tail, you do
Yeah,
1 minus. If
yeah,
it's a left hand tail, you directly take the value.
yeah. So I would
Dheeraj, I
rather
shared
be.
one question. I shared one question from PPT where they had given like significance value, alpha, and other values, but there is no new or something. So it's all like driven based on the p value. I don't know how to calculate p value. I had shared on the
Which
group.
problem is that? Which one?
I had shared on the group, Shell, on MBA accounting. On WhatsApp, I had shared. If you can open that. That's there in the PPT, but I don't know like how p value has
This
been
is not a
extracted.
problem.
No, it's a problem.
This is after that thing. Yeah, he has just given what we have to do. Some approaches and other things he has given. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
it's a problem.
there is a problem.
Sorry. So means can he ask p-value question, or is it enough that if we calculate from Z value?
Z value, it's fine. Like, but if something if we create some mess, then it's so difficult for us to extract there.
No, but we can calculate the
not
Z
a problem,
value,
man.
and
This is
after
right.
having the Z value, we can look for the p table, and then we can
No,
get
he
the
has- No,
No?
Sami, what you have sent here is after his thank you note, right? I've gone through it.
Correct.
He's
Somewhat like
only telling us an approach on how to conclude. He's not saying this is a problem.
okay, but he has given in a scenario question like if this is a situation, how
He's given a scenario that alpha is equal to 0.05, and if it is a two-hand test, it will you will have to do that as a this one. And if the p is greater than 0.25, then it is
okay, then
that
we'll
way.
do it.
So he's just trying to tell you that if p is greater than this, then you reject that hypothesis.
Okay,
Or
fine.
yeah, based on what? So that
Guys-
scenarios he has given. This is not part of problem.
Guys, one question. So Sami claims that there will be a question on p-value. Is this a null hypothesis or alternate hypothesis? Can somebody tell?
Good question.
It's an alternate hypothesis.
It's an alternate hypothesis. Please do remember those key points. To be honest, in my opinion, there is very less chances there will be a question on p-value. Please don't focus on it. Be confident in whatever you are doing. There are many things that we are leaving out. If we concentrate on that unnecessarily, we'll lose our confidence. Please don't think about it. This is the question we have solved. I had, please.
There's one question on that. People spent $82 or something like that, 11.0. Oh, IQ ka.
Yeah.
IQ, there is a question, it's a two-hand test. So just practice that, I think.
Yeah.
There you need
So-
1 minus.
In fact, I would say practice all the questions in the PDF. It won't
Yeah,
take
he
much
told
time.
very clearly.
Yeah.
He called me separately, Dheeraj, and he told me, ask people to. So I had some question that what Sami was saying, right?
Correct.
The three variables and others. So I called him. I sent him a text yesterday.
Okay.
He immediately called me,
Okay.
and he was telling, "This is guys. Again, I'm telling you, you will be surprised to see the things if you have not solved the problems.
Yeah.
So ask your guys again to solve the problems."
Yeah.
I think there will be ditto
He
questions.
also
I feel
told
like that.
he also told that he has already checked the MCS papers.
Okay. MCS papers.
He corrected our MCS papers.
Oh, okay.
Who is it? Then we are gone.
No, he said that most of the guys have scored good bowler.
Okay.
And
Alright.
if you 2 or 3 people, there's not nobody failed, but he said 2-3 people have some problem, but otherwise most of them have scored well.
Nobody failed, he said.
He told nobody failed in MCS.
Oh, that's good news.
Okay.
Fine. So I had one more question in mind, but time is not there. So please do practice. I'll share the document. In fact, you have all these questions in the PDFs also. I mean, the PPTs also.
Yes.
So please do practice. Let me know if in case you're having any doubts. In case of any confusion, please avoid those. I mean, I'm telling you again and again that same thing. We are leaving out a lot of other concepts. If you are covering those, then that's amazing. If you are not, then just focus on whatever we are doing and do it nicely. At least those questions we can do. And trust me, the first question itself, 3 out of 5, right? There itself, how much of 40% of the course is gone. If you don't read 40% also, that's fine. If we have read the other 60%, absolutely awesome. So similarly others. So I mean, it's absolutely fine. Do whatever you're doing nicely. Other parts, if you're leaving out, that's absolutely fine. Don't think about it. Any
I think
questions?
only thing
Otherwise,
is, guys, remember the formulas, because even if you write, you solve the problem properly, like what Dheeraj has given the ideas, I think he will still look at formulas. So
yeah, correct.
because
Very
he
true.
will not check the paper, somebody else will be checking the papers.
Very true. Very true. Yeah.
Thanks, Dheeraj. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We'll wind up.
Thank you, Dheeraj.
You make us.
Thank you so much, Dheeraj.
Dheeraj, you make it look so easy. It's, so nice of you.
Really.
Thank you.
Definitely, Dheeraj. I really appreciate the time you have given on the last moment task, and I cannot thank you like how easy it is. You make it look like, and I was so happy when I have seen your I have attended your session morning wall, and then I was eagerly waiting for these concepts as well. Thanks
Okay,
a lot,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, no problem. See you guys. Good luck for tomorrow.
Well, good luck. Thanks.
All the best, everyone.